Frontline with Kwaku Annan.
Former Minister of Youth and Sports and former Director of Elections of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Elvis Ifriankra, has categorically denied ever spent $100 to buy coconuts in Brazil at the World Cup tournament. The Frontline, however, have intercepted 100 pages of document revealing the final report of Brazil 2014, which captured several issues, including allegations leveled against the minister. Tonight, we interrogate the BAF report, including the running mate to former President John Dramani Mahama, plus Mr. Ankra's working relationship with some foreign partners. I am Kwaku Annan, and this is the Frontline. We're live tonight on dozens of stations across regional capitals, including Sunyani 88.1 FM has just picked the feed. And of course, we are live in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM. And here in the capital on 100.5 FM. And that's precise Accra FM. We're live here in the capital. And of course, we are also live on the superhighway, my CTV GH on Facebook and YouTube, respectively. And my name is Kwaku Annan, your investigative journalist. Tonight, I'm airborne with you. Call a friend to call a friend all over the world. We glue to our set, on our phones, social media, wherever. And we simply do one thing. We must be part of the change we wish to see. Let's glue to our set. Together we think and talk and make a sense of it all. This is the last edition of the Frontline for the week. Ibusia asem kesi bisi hanadwi. Na di kan e kire se mene eye ora Elvis Ifriankra. Mene ne ba be twetwe nkoma a etwa to okra. Na ne nkoma mene Elvis bi di no so emu hu pa. Kire se number 1. Enra ejebo. The National Democratic Congress finally have nailed it right there. Professor Nana Genopoku Ajiman, of course, has been confirmed as the running mate to former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Into Elvis Ebemaye a bite on that issue. Then here we sail straight into Elvis working relationships. Be near the day, Numa Hudwa Elvis Aye Ewo Memuha. Apart from mainstream political party activities, who is this gentleman called Elvis Ifriankra? Because until Elvis has been a friend and brother years back, in the late 90s all the way to early 2000s, and quite a number of them. But Elvis has worked as ECOWAS elections monitoring group near there in Nigeria 2019, of course election observer, ECOWAS observer in Nigeria 2015, campaign coordinator, John Mahama presidential campaign 2012, deputy general secretary NDC, deputy campaign manager to His Excellency Professor Evans Fifi Atamils, 2004 Obey Executive Coordinating Secretary, National Union of Ghana Student President, Student Representative Council, SRC, University of Ghana, Parliamentary Candidates, National Democratic Congress, Ayawaso West Wagon constituency, and a whole lot of stuff. Obey Board of Global Youth Action Network, Ontario, Canada, and many more. Elvis Besher Sanimana. And Sunny Ria, we zero down to what you should know tonight. And in the Brazil report, in the voluminous pages, in Kwaku, I've spent time to read this report. There were 12 questions, Emma Elvis, hard ones. Yeah, Elvis be answer. Is it true, Sir Elvis, at the $100 US dollar or the koto coconuts our Brazil now? Well, he now reporting him. maybe any natural. Who is this top journalist, well-known journalist? Who is this journalist? Sir journalist we wajidi pa or a sports journalist. Me money din but or a top sports journalist. Pa or play role be in between this. Just say and Nyoma at the time where Elvis minister no one way no mom feel so our journalists we now were part of the system to help build the ministry. But well, never been good. Journalist we my investigative lenses actually say Nensakra so bibi mu a na botaye kese pa ayade na mood. Journalists where I think say me checks my Trojan horse in no see ya who say no. Or you do more multimedia. Who is this? Well, I'm sure say and you to you and to you I don't know. Perhaps say be an DBP. Folks, enti Elvis Bay and Yoma Miensa Amami Anajui, Obeshe, Professor Jane Nano Poko Ajiman, and Ra Ednesiho, fantastic. Bibre mo sheme wo Ghana e wo me private channel no so ye Hawk TV no mo be adwene say me di si ho somewhere 2023 and I me year program e wo me personal TV no so Hawk TV say minim say Professor Fenison Nana Opoku Ajimanana former President John Mahama on Enebeko. And of course my guest tonight I can say that my guess was not far from right. Nti NDC for ne do omodie ewenti Elvis beka hwasem na yaba abehwe enioma Elvis aye den yebeko Brazil reporting. But before Elvis joined me for us to do this job, ebusiafo enemo be di nkomo be ya Ghana Speaks mo wasomra. Tonight, my WhatsApp number, my edumano, Eda ifide so 020-297-3461. My WhatsApp line for WhatsApp ne brand tem 020-297-3461. Making camera. O shemia, wait me ashe program way. Our social media no so. Uko my CTV GH, Facebook, and then YouTube. Now wait me I my personal handle no so. My personal handle no so here. The Frontline Ghana, YouTube or Facebook, and it's Subenya ho. Ashe come. And now so wait me akọ sabri way. Say be a wo drive ya. Wait me afre uniano. Tune in. Feto him from 100.5 FM. Accra FM for Amasu sabri way. Sunyane 88.1. Then Western Region, Takrade for Ekuteme 99.1 FM. Ebusian for my more Ghana Speaks mashup. When Yankopon Yadma, next week, Monday, Ghana Speaks will return fully. I say Ghana Speaks on Monday. Oh, the program you buy, and the more nam sa kakra sa the more ko. And next one saying, now watching me and Zahon, Bosumi crying yenny. But the more conquer crack sa the more run on my crew. Enra, Assembly or Memoha, Assembly. The Deputy Finance Minister, we all know, John Kumah, as many of us will call him JK, has passed on. Now Ghana Speaks a hana minimo ebejina. Ebe yibi diachremo. Kwaku, as an investigative journalist, Jack, and yet easy to see yourself there. Offer from who say me investigative journalist no. I believe in what I do, and I have what it takes to walk in the corridors of investigative stuff. Now, Samoba Kaya, my story we promo edi amamo deda bebre no na mu bisa se kwekwe den na wom se me mamo sa headlines we quotes quote, a grand conspiracy to have the president assassinated by elements within, unquote. Me share me maiden edition as ya na me start say me boss our story ni hu dero. Me say a grand conspiracy to have the president assassinated by elements within, quote unquote. Let me just you. Na story we ayedin a enche enam kwan mu ba. Me catch some of my viewers and listeners and say, me push me say Kwaku, wa betena se dia ene ntempa no a fa report be gugu me nya me nioma sa. But ubehu we enye dia ya report na da ho me ba be bie so ama. And then uria ubeti wasum who spoke on that report as to whether or not the president would be assassinated or not assassinated. Say nipa no ono so oni president in the shani office ho. Enti ebra yen saka report no, that individual no was contacted. That individual was contacted. The next question you ask me, Kwaku, why inti ena uko contacted say nipa no? Because the letter was sent to say nipa no on your man penino e won the office no. Ye the sakrata no e command. A copy of sakrata no so echo National Security Ministry. So mun take over the issue. Why? Due to the nature of whether or not say nipa plan say they want to assassinate the president. And when I intercepted that report no, manya kwaduro. Say been prayed asa me MPP ni and I mean NDC ni a and no nkyerɛ say been prayed asa yema kwan na obi mbekum president no enra John Kumah eto for me NDC for charge o CPP PNC all the, and every Ghanaian. And to the fact that yempe president na simple because of kwan odi efa so sebsem radius oh how ne ese afani afanka na etese abontin for mefa nkodi ana yenye enioma sa Ghana for I trust Ghanaians for this yenye no kra no ne say me say kratano report ni pie ye no a covert National Security was copied that letter. Office of the president no wo the report ni ko ho e DNT NSA nipa no the report ni be ko office of the president because somebody sensed danger. Say a group of people within wanted to assassinate the president. Na they are also miensa e bra report no ko ho no ye de ko show pani bi nsa Kwaku Annan bodamfo ya meti yi miami fa phone e frɛ say nipa no a report ni kyerɛ say ko no ho no me frɛ no na Ghana for asem ko pani ni kan no nyabotre na twɛn in the coming days weeks wobɛte ne wo hu sɛ de nipa bi ti o memu ha ye enioma o say Bible na ka to ho os every way a ye wo mu ne ewuranom every way a ye wo mu na ye naboni o. We are in the perilous journey. We are in the perilous times. Beware and be careful. Who is at your right? Who is at your left? What? Now, more politicians now more memu hanwa. Especially some of more members of parliament. Mu didi by heart. Mu numu so by heart. Now we a minister now it's a ministry wa. Shebebia. Yede wo kitchen akwhye na hwe babia eya wo na tse eduane no ko move eduane no wo secretary na ya serve wo eduane no eya no wo bisa so ye secretary ben wo de wo ti dem wo office wo and one a comedy not ne sa hye ne table na se most of no wo kwa se a no wa press ben na ne secretary na den ne wo hu se minister no comedy na secretary no ko kitchen ho na wa kofa eduane no de akosha microwave bim no awome no de besi wo say Santana minister ni sani ni na dem trata no wodi zeno wodi ni sa ensuo a wonom wodi bigu ayimu a lunch bag no de be wodwum a enye yi ana o fridge na hi na sie how many of Musa ministers we nom and the National Security Ministry tutorials about how to guide yourself going and coming. And the world crime has become so sophisticated there. Oka with him. This time, maybe I'm not poison. With you. Unlike what we see in the advanced world, like Russia, they're using nerve gas, Novichoks, VX, all kind of sophisticated chemicals. Ubewis is here. And I think that this governing party, MPP, we are more crafty when it comes to things like this. And tonight, Ghana speaks Ghana minimum woman. Now, Ebra asemi siya John Kumah etofom. Then a video started going around, making it look as though Gemma. You see, they wanted to make the story now look like Ochem Abuaji story na Esiwu Kumah. Now currently on the screen is a brother, John Kumah. One more person, John Kumah case, to say Ochem Abuaji dieno. Say encrophobi and Okojo Masa say ne ba and chese seb in radio san. Yaboni dia and a woo no nyana cresa. I am tonight telling the family of John Kumah and the governing party NPP and any Ghanaian at the range of hearing my voice that this gentleman currently showcasing on my screen did not die under the circumstances of a curse. I'm sorry to break the news to you. No curse even will be a curse, no. Number two, let me also state an authority that the purported land dispute between John Kumah any sa asasi wasem Kwaku Annan mitehai. This case way eba menim. This land dispute between sa family no any John Kumah, my private investigative company, the Hawk Investigative PI, and a case we beda yenim. Yes, to investigate it. Family know the case, ni bring my agency to investigate it. Now, ebra me call case in no. The family know Emma Metia say John Kumah is making a case there. President Akufo-Addo say oh here asasi bi dia project bi we so in the name of that and or they buy and release assassin man later now to believe that no the whole project na cost was assassination a private project. Great. So then I have to go into this case. Me come no and I'm afraid John. I'm saying John, this is what I have here. Then John Kumah told me in plain words, as man became 2 weeks ago that I placed a call to John for the second time. Then John Kumah told me, say, Kwaku, and it's true. It go late 90s, Deba. I've known John Kumah many years ago. In those days, when the likes of Elvis, Free Ankranum, Neil Antenum, Venezia, Fifi Kwetenum, Bismarck Agbenulunum, MSO USA, Mustafa Hamed, what's the name of this guy? John Buedunum, Minister for Lands and John Abujinaponum. Yeah. Near Kotna radio station here and they knew Hobium, near friend Choice FM, near ye debate John Kumah Kahubi those days. Ohonani Diagro. And then the current Minister for Local Government, Martin Ej Kwaku Kosa, Ominano Mokaho. Yes. So we yenimiam or minimu. Your journalism obi face a German yan ye betra ho. And ye nyoma. Na sometimes will come be as one to me can ye. And I've known John for a very long time. It's a honor John Kumah catcher me say, Kwaku. Sa land asimwo. Akwaye wunti me pese oba me office na me no trase na yedi ho nkomo na mom currently me wo Germany ti me ba I'll speak to you 2 weeks ago and I'm say John oba give me a signal me bedroom now sa si asema ye kan one prominent politician or associated to this family wo Kumasi eye nyamwa ponko Ghana for bebre munim nyamwa ponko. Nyamwa ponko is a member of the NDC. Nebusua asase enho asem ene ye ken. Oh yes, I have gone into the case. Now let me again say for the third preposition, say case no said the no. One side of the case in crowd were court did that John Kumah told me say Kwaku part of the case in crowd were court too. But still I have to open up and American. Now there yakum any family no edin kuta ho aduro no under no circumstance biara BBS say family ni buafu say nti yakwa kese John Kumah say onwu na assassin media pacho enya na kresa no. Now all our videos ni na no a epiepie no Kwaku I have all of them here. Your videos here there are more videos that family no omodo also omu pia bonten call assassin so na omu ye dede several of such videos, but it's an issue make us a part of it a drew court part no so e was said there na so omo kana but the sisu anadwe e dia ma ebusua no any obi oye closer to papa ya wenya no baby because enye kese bi and obi akese enye no kre. I know the inside out of what the family in Tawantawa about money John in them. Seven prediasa. One kasa so mu this year and a John Kumah. And to the fact is said and Tawantawa bomb in them no. Ma meno wa fa robber no wo bomb no. Ma meno. A robber no wa fam wo bomb dede. There was nothing followed sa footage ni say okay say ore is ore and yana kure. There be. Now, me pesa mo be dane sa story no. That is not true. Now, the governing party NPP come and tell Ghanaians, ade amode ye papa yi amenti wewu. Mo me ka no kre no. Enchire Ghana for. Kwaku, me pesa me ko mu pi. Ye nim too much. And Kwaku, I will sit to cross the dot and the T in my own way, not according to Obi chapter. But the amupese mu hu na mu hu no. So now obebi say ora John Kumah the ometimi aya na omaye ya na. Well, I can say there's still a roadmap towards executing it the hardest way. What it means is that there are still some people in the pipeline to get rid of. Na mobe kaya me made an additional me beye wa I told Ghanaians na ne nipa bi ntima se me kacha mo se he NPP as a government mesremo accept to go home munko fie na munko toto enema bi yie man kan obone kwan so o na NPP supporters bi amantima se no na mo vise o an Kwaku Annan betra CTV obepia parties ye nko opposition no only Africa pe ena ni obebi nko yi a na yesi mu nkofi na ukofi na party ni sebe na atiti apansama na. The answer is no. What is wrong for MPP to go home, get their ass together and come back again and wrestle for power? When na monti asie chinchina ajisamu ye den mu breaki AD. Enti now in your quest to break the 8 has resulted in there murder. Oh my goodness. Me ma me no kan na say me say hey mate me hu vuoi Kwaku yo eni yo mahu. Now breaking the 8 you know are resulting in a murder of people. Enipa won mo dachi party mu mpenimfo na party wu na mu wu nti mrantie wonu ti say Kumah nam ne ade ade mrantie bi ti say eje kosanam Kwaku kosanam mrantie bi ti say can say miaminia same kwabna ukunum ene eba be sisi ni na Mustafa nam ne Hamid nam ntimrante na ma sha say mu kum because of the immediate power mu here to break 8 enti hey na sana mo yemu nyoma. Let me break the news to Ghanaians. This gentleman was killed straight up. Now maminka way quickly ansana me free me the honesi. There is a television station now. It belongs to wine. The NPP regional chairman in Ashanti region, won to me. And there's a gentleman, I was a fidie so a walkasa. Ohineba. Me bona baso papa. And let me also say, no NPP top official should block that gentleman from speaking. Munyana manenkasa. Yes, he's speaking so much wisdom, intelligence. Sema sa and some fully sabin kwasia kikanwa aye denwa de bia day no oh je munyama nenka nyame wo ho nyame no de ma nyame no de ma nyame no ogie nyame nti nyame beye say ya na enipa fufuo edin samone obia nka hwe nkyere wom oheneba he has spoken so well so far na munyama owura no nkasa. Now, show any petty through a titru for nintin and nimpon at one way war our NPP mu. Ubisa say the bay and omodi report ebae Mohawa Yakubu died mysteriously. Kwekwa was a young guy growing as a journalist. Mami we are a kwanya mami hawa owuye besi ne NPP for intimi amfa reporter mother. And also in the poison. And there are several names Kwekwa can mention. One we now under mysterious circumstances that the NPP is refusing to cough and tell Ghanaians, give a full disclosure of why some individuals in the war. Now, and then maybe say, John Kumah dia na mode report beba. Hey, my goodness. NPP this year, JB Dankwa, who is a direct blood brother of the president Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. At that time, John Mahama and Anetia Kunyaswo. Mosho Nyankopon enim e de sade we eye campaign egu John Mahama enim ase poto. So no. Enti se anye bia no Akufo-Addo a wono JB Dankwa ye ni nuano se woba you are the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, by extension commander in chief of the security services, is it not? So what should he do? And so to me IGP and IGP, because at the time when Akufo-Addo bebano this current IGP, that's why it's IGP. No ne ho expose me de beto amamo. Any sa report na attach here, I na dream so better. Mo de mo ntra so. Mo pa mo release it, but we know what we know. And no maka ho asema kire Ghana for pen. Attach here, you can't cover this IGP. Let me break the news to you. You can't. Don't you dare try it. Attach here, go in peace. As a chairman of that 7-member ad hoc committee, go in peace. Abra wo kwakotena wo chebi ho, sa wo hemfa no. Go in peace and come and tell Ghanaians, sa report what this IGP has done to citizens of this country in a more heinous, gruesome murders. Okay? Mumeka ne krenche Ghana for. All right? Ne krebia wo mumeka. Extrajudicial killings, basa, and all kinds of horrendous moves. IGP. And it's that time way, Ora Dampare, Dr. Dampare. He was the one on the beat of JB Dankwa. And a bear said, "You didn't call." He said, "Winnie Bow say him for." A baby, ya pet. And a papa way, he navigated his way all through into the government of Akufo-Addo. And this is a waba report no way. I now for report number. Now Ghanaians, what the bizarre is also to ask questions. The question remain: why President Akufo-Addo or JB Dankwa ye nuano? Enye na yemhihye, enye ne concern. Nen sanso ehia ne say the murder of JB Dankwa no was a serious a highly public interest story. Ghana for ina no bi ani di echire. All of us. It took a high public interest angle a year. SSM muma enipa humu ni kure. They say that President Akufo-Addo in State of Nation address, including COVID address, including anything, whatever address you may know. and in the last State of the Nation address here wakome on mabiumi ewo ni kurom we wentimi amoso da say JB Dankwa with the report ne be kire mo kwan e fa so a owuye ni anampo say IGP all the high profile murder cases monfa report mra na JB Dankwa kro ye ni nua JB Dankwa no ni na eye moja baako no wentimi am fight for the arrest of the murder of JB Dankwa John Kumah na omode ne report beba pese me twa picture na kire oye. I am here tonight to break the news to you guys folks. Me say John Kumah did not die because of anything. No. Debbie. Enti na na me catch am say munko fie na munko tenase as a political party. Na mo hye nyoma bi ye ewuranom enyoma all is not well in the NPP. Enuanom me ka sem wo ya obi se Kwaku Annan ye ayarefo all is not well in the NPP. Na se Ghana for be a mistake. Na mo di tumi a show monsa then they will come as soon as we land ya tumi na ekrom no will not allow them to go back and address all the concerns they need to go home and address them. No, when we on them so what here or hiniba or kasa or won't the gentleman is making a very interesting revelations. Na mon from adrenim ko. What is an worker say me say at the time when conspiracy started yourself won't to me akoka say me was antihine on ehun any dia na fa hin no one mo trans say esiesie sa asem no emma won't to me e ko santihine ho yewura ho emma nkomo bi ko so mani na no pa mo twa no ha nwuna ha ehye asem mu twa so yes a nanso ohine ba e ka kire mo say no sa asem ni na echi no it still doesn't look like say all is well as on so mu di atro kire mo we ni mo and wo mo pe wutimi asende abetena akonwa so enti wo ben so wo mbaba beji tumi abetena omen so and so still no wo tete oman no so no fe we yetimi we yakame we ayem say anyway say abodan for wicked people iniquity for abodan for power nti tumi ayare for etrimoden emumuyo for boni eni esum ashamuma moye ne monya dan by killing yourselves, by poisoning yourselves with knowledge of so whatever it is so and now VXO and now said no monya dan the wickedness of man and I'm Bible na kano o si sabri ni na eba men's heart will fail them o si na nipa ebe prim na koma na nipa be yetrimo na nipa ehun ni nua mobobiom I can swear with the last coin say Sunday na mo Bible no kind am say ahia ase wo Ghana ana mu hu mo na mo kan mo mai eye Christosum mai na check the temperature Ghana for trimo ayedin fucking I'm telling you hey ye trimo ayedin o Ghanaians have become so wicked ya be ye trimo den fo a ene nipa ehun ni nua mobobiom and confirm na one mo say etukọ say him fine no enu bi eni ya prepare esiesie hu kama minim so mo chi yo so mo hu yo so mo yende yo aye hu kama ye di be si hwa trada a man for biting left and right and center yes sir what is wrong edi asem tumi keke mo penti ewuranom na ena meyi mu hint no say you see adena air course no aye no like a ricochet it's going to have an ricochet effect in the sense that from the top down way yewe na way su yewe na way su yewe sa na adena koyo nti wenya we a we betwa we egu wenya that is what is going on but then at the outer space they present the picture to you and I to make it all look as though all is well all is not well me say one more president in Ankaso Munino be nephew. Yamina Maker, I will bring that report. I have it there. Report in the bachelor. Now, and maybe say, how many times President Kwaku Annan And the cre say one more year Diane Emma President Akufo-Addo no. We may change you how many times in it? How many times in the Yasasa Kukesa when we year Diane Mama and Pinino? And I didn't know Bessie Somo. Is it because when you conobium and now there was something which is where the American minister? I am not talking about the minister. I am talking about the president Nankasa. President Akufo-Addo Nankasa, who made an attempt to go after him. And the other one say Nina is within. John Kumah there, what is he about? No, John Kumah there is an inside job. John Kumah's murder is an inside job. No, when you're bold enough and tell Ghanaians the truth. Ufi say when you be more politics in getting gitu a full way. Hey, if you are sisi na mwenya. Hey, obi nya it's a etrimodin mutrimo yo enipa baako opese onya dan wo Trasako onya dan wo Labone onya dan wo Cantonment onya dan wo baabia then omuwia wo next adea Ghanaian politicians efom den cars heavy duty engine cars and omufom wo ma fe de no. Then the third one on the respite umene emma medie and so baby as muni wo enu nko a ensan fu ati say ene ne makono de ene mu wiase afefe de na mo de tememu ha. That's what more pride no. That's your pride. And your more pride ni say all the streets at the amemu are saying mon face kan yem fan ko siesie kwan mom yem face kan ko enyo ma be doson there be. Now if you look at the whole Ghana, especially when you zero down to the capital here, because say you will kro udru babia utumi say all the streets have been constructed so much and beautiful. Say ubisa say nipo moti ha no wo mo ye yellowish color, and now so say they are the same people of color. Oh yeah, of a fair. Ubedru baby so no. A coin said ya finish in tutuo no. Enye you man events saying potholes or a manhole and I'm from Benin. Yes, a city within a city, a capital within a capital. Na muma penina nkasa na mu pene yi ne friend na ne ministers ne. Munkunkum mu ho se da mu betimi bia. Emfa ye ho. Kill yourselves. Mupa etuo mufentuo tutumu kam na munkwa anadwo ti se dia mu konkusi hem na munkunkum ho. Ghana will continue to be Ghana. Na die na mode ye Kwame Nkrumah osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah die na mode ye no obecha bi lamte ye onya ne ba bi kwe ne papa ekwan ben so ne ye de ne fa so da bi o abakwasem bi wo ho Ghana for moma ye ni na ho ate na politics we mfa nko wie hwe ena mpedinfo kan hwe enipa odidi no wo me a asa se nipa didi no wo me a asa ede ye biom bebrebe enu nti running mate nti obi asoria prekupe putuprum se okwa ware abodanfo, you wicked people, crooks, thieves and criminals. I did the nti so be ekwan no kwa ware by force no or worry we are as quick as possible so eden oban wo ayarefo na me dem be wie Ghana speaks no now assembly ni a high profile person be our bem very high profile oftentimes a normal friend the prime minister. Yeah, now gauge the space already at transfer yes a transfer or the good charter flight 1.5 million United States dollars or the Okodru London Okodru the London metropolitan officials they started questioning him. As someone what can he say? Oh, the process of contract be and we see can or the baby investor sir. They accepted. Then the next move, was 15 million pounds sterling Odiekura London, and the money has been impounded. And almost on for contract in Hunyama non femra. On for contract in a more yes is kind of femran and Adaneke. Then so or solicited for support from Ghana Revenue Authority, a topmost officer bio. So on young crat and officers, baby, I need a pasca or ye Sikani si London right now, minimum say. And we have triggered our foreign partners in some serious intelligence investigation. Yeah, the details about who is behind say Sikeya Omudi Kodru London. Yentimin Fenroha Aka the British Metropolitan Authority needs them 15 million pounds sterling. They say Kebu Kumah. And I would do too far, baby. I'm better than I was signed their back. And I contract bear. Folks. And I'm a casual. No. Me say, one more president in Ankas, one goes one more penal, a free ho. Now, be Yamanam Kayo reporting about the canine natural. Na you know intel no. Ye free or penibia, a copy of the report, echo in them. Also at the office of the president, Flagstaff House. So, ora report about DNA na woye. What the actual man penny? Why you say? We better wasun. Emumuyofuo, ewudifuo, amamoyefuo, criminals and thieves. And a mekuno. John Kumah, he's gone, folks. Me de move see her. No Yankopon ya duma. Monday, Ghana Speaks will return fresh with some hotter stuff. Hey, Eba. Somewhere Ebano. Hey, papa. My go short break me ba. My guest, Elvis. Kofi Ankra joins me shortly, and then we'll do 3 things tonight. And when Yankopon Yadom, I'm a Professor Jane Opoku Ajiman. Nana Opoku Ajiman. See, Nanako is seen to say bam. Some of us we predicted it all the way 2023, and our guess is right. Obeka Hwasem Kakra. Then Yebeko on one kasa papai Kofi Ankra. On one kasa, who is he? And in a working relationship with other blocks, near foreign angles, being an SMP or election, I say, oh baby, because some of you seem not to know him too well. Now, when my dear, maybe say no, and or he never can send me on the shows or say. And somebody cause MPP any NDC mama crime me and come nipa ebusu enfro and I'm saying kabio ebin Elvis abet tell me show so all cut their ahanwa obi say no Elvis don't speak eh yam fam ma gro yam fam ma ufie ya botwene na ba and abeka say da na nye folks stick and stay. This is the front line with Kwaku Annan shortly, and I'll be back.
The Front Line with Kwaku Annan.
Great. We've walked one leg of the journey, making 48 minutes gone past the hour 8. This is the front line. I am Kwaku Annan, your investigative journalist, and of course tonight my guest, Elvis Efriye Kofi Ankra, of course, is finishing the baton and then or the baby na emunsem ne be papa. Quick. Enra NDC for ejebo baby dream. BBI ya kama. Neche no na say a news sabri che ye ka ho asem anam ne ade ye nka bi nhemu ye bi mfiri ya no se pom ye bi see Elvis mo akwa ba ne ma say wonderful. Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Now, Enra, Prof, yeah, the is no so pam and going with former President Mahama. What do you make of this news? But then I don't know if you want to comment about your brother John Kumah. Where can we be from?
Oh, John, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Yeah. John, what would I say? John was a nice guy.
Yeah.
He was a very nice guy. I don't know how to put it, not to be misunderstood, but Ushia John, he's not a maybe typical MPP guy, you know. Very calm, down to earth, very respectful. The last time I'm Shiano, physically, Pastor Sunshine Adams,
so hold on,
the wedding, yeah. Not on the wife or the wife, share Kasa. We even exchanged numbers, but since then he intimate, but he's a very young, promising guy, and unfortunately, Waka baby. Yet it is baby, and say this is the time. Say if there's any death, you be here, say it will be investigated. I be here, the autopsy reporter. It is this one. That's what I say. Yes, Papa. People don't know, sir. I was closest to Professor Moss. Who don't know? I was the closest when he was in South Africa. Professor Moss said, I was right with him.
Wow.
When it was announced in Ghana, Professor Moss said, Ghana for amount for status or Musuno. I was with him in the house of a prominent Ghanaian businessman. Otunfo had come to visit, and we were in that house. And Prof had gone inside with the person, and he came out to come and hear yes, we. So it was on my phone near Frere Kokonsa. That's when he spoke and said, I am alive. I'm not calling from the cemetery or mortuary. I was with him, close. So, and then afterwards, and everybody knew, he wasn't as healthy and fit as we all wanted. And he said, Nyame, Abe Fana, so many years after, autopsy. We know fresh and life. So many questions. Neka. So when investigation be with the wow diao. Into here investigation.
Great one.
Autopsy report.
Good. Now let's zero down to Prof. Pukwajiman. I kind of feel Zenrana war program last year.
Oh no! Once a few days ago, Ubisame, and I told you, for everybody who was observing, you could tell that is the way it was going to be, and for me, that is how it should be, because in political communication, modesty is not a virtue.
It's true.
That has been our problem as NDC, because this woman, we have undersold her. Believe me, we have undersold her, and this is an opportunity for us to sell her again to Ghanaians. Same before there was Amamia. Look, if you look at her CV, 50-page CV, the kinds of things she has achieved consistently, right from university. Become a teaching assistant, become a researcher, become a lecturer, senior lecturer, associate professor.
Fantiniana.
Yeah. And this is somebody who, the first female vice chancellor of a university. And then president of Association of Female Vice Chancellors. I mean, it's Nisivini so incredible the things she has done globally, not just locally, globally. When she was hall warden, the kinds of things she did. When she was head of department, the kinds of things she did. When she became vice chancellor, the kind of innovation she brought. Now let me just zoom in on, as minister of education, the kinds of things she did, you know.
Yeah.
She created a forum for dialogue for all unions and associations in the education sector. So reducing incidents of annual industrial actions in the country. Oba or war, SAR sector near very sensitive. In fact, all the players in Amra together. Sabaya be dinkita home and no a boyama SAR strikes them call down. Or introduce cost saving and efficiency mechanisms by redirecting allowances paid directly to teacher trainees into improving resources for the students, teachers, and tutors, or redirecting research and book allowance paid directly to individuals into the creation of a national research fund, or create a second opportunity for graduates of junior high school who could not make the required grade for upward mobility. Kaneno, who GSS, NASA, who failure, GHSR, that means your academic career has come to an end. On to introduce private JHS into failure, you have an opportunity to write it again, raise it, and many thousands of people have gone through and raised it and gotten their careers